Hey guys, what's going on? Vile Self here. Got some Call of Duty Ghost gameplay, domination on Strike Zone. In this gameplay, I actually set a new personal record for the most kills in a single match in Ghost. It's not my most kills in a match ever in Call of Duty. I have gotten more kills than this before, but I hope you enjoy the gameplay in the background while I talk about today's Gamescom press conference. So I have a few things to talk about, both on the side of Microsoft's and Sony's press conferences. I thought they were both kind of bland in my opinion. None of them blew me out of the water. There were highlights obviously and there were downfalls. But right out the gate, I want to talk about this whole Tomb Raider thing. Rise of Tomb Raider, exclusive on Xbox One. Basically, the internet exploded after this was announced, and I don't blame them. I was pretty shocked to hear this. And if it's true, if this is truly an exclusive game for Xbox One, then to me this is just a brand new low for Microsoft. If it's only a timed exclusive, however, then I feel this is actually a pretty smart business move by Microsoft. And only time will tell. We have people, camps on both sides saying it's timed exclusive or it's full exclusive, and there's really no proof on either side. Square Enix is kind of being hush hush about it. They're kind of not really giving the straight up answers when people are asking them. So we really don't know what's going on. But some people are saying, we shouldn't complain because we have Uncharted, we being PlayStation players, we have Uncharted and now Xbox has Tomb Raider. So, we each get a game that's, the same type of deal or whatever. But in my opinion, it's completely different. For one, I wouldn't even put Tomb Raider in the same league as Uncharted as far as, prestige goes, as far as the game goes. Yeah, Tomb Raider's been around longer, the franchise itself has been around longer, but Tomb Raider, in my opinion, is following in the wake of Uncharted's footsteps as far as, this type of action adventure game goes. But the thing that really annoys me is Tomb Raider got its start on a PlayStation platform, and it grew primarily with the PlayStation community. So I feel it's just a burn on us as the PlayStation, community. It's a burn, the fact that Square Enix is now saying, too bad, we're giving this franchise to Xbox, even though you guys made us. You guys made Lara Croft what she is today. You guys made this franchise what it is today, but you can't play the next game. And the biggest burn of all is that the next game is a continuation of the last game that came out. The one that came out for the PS3 and the 360 and then was later remastered for the new consoles. It's a continuation of that game. So now they're basically saying that if you want to finish or continue the story, then you have to buy an Xbox One in order to do so. And to me, that's just a complete low blow on Microsoft's behalf, because that's like them. They're basically saying that they'd rather buy their fans than earn their fans. And me personally, I do not support that at all. And I hope nobody else supports that, because it's just shallow. They're basically trying to buy fans from people. They're basically taking this franchise in the middle of its life cycle and trying to force people to buy Xbox Ones in order to continue playing the game. I don't agree with that at all, and if they think I'm going to go out and buy an Xbox One to play Tomb Raider, they're sorely mistaken. And frankly, if anybody does that, I will literally consider them nothing more than an idiot. Basically, they would just be a tool that Microsoft bought, and that's basically it. So, I mean, it's obvious that Microsoft is throwing money around, because Square Enix, would be dumb to make this game a Xbox exclusive, seeing as Tomb Raider has outsold, the Xbox on PS platforms. It's outsold, to the Xbox platforms by considerable margins. And this would just be a dumb move on their part, unless obviously Microsoft's paying them a bunch of money. So, anyways, like I said, this is still kind of up in the air. We don't really know what's going on. But if I had to bet some money, or just straight up bet, I would bet that it's only a timed exclusive, based on the fact that Square Enix is not that stupid, and I'm pretty sure they have some sort of loyalty towards the PlayStation fans, since we did basically build that franchise for them. So that's going to be the end of that topic. And now I want to talk about Quantum Break, which was shown off at the Xbox presser as well. Now, this game looks sick. I can't lie. It looks pretty, fun, and the graphics look great and all that stuff. But the truth is, it totally just reminds me of a lot of PlayStation exclusives like Uncharted and The Order 1886, in the sense that it's sort of a linear third-person game with cinematic cutscenes woven into the gameplay seamlessly. And it's just got that, really got a PlayStation exclusive vibe to it, and I think that's what's drawn me to it. Like, ever since I first saw gameplay or footage of Quantum Break, I was drawn to it, and there was something about it. And I think it's because, in a way, it sort of does resemble a lot of the qualities that PlayStation exclusives normally have. The funny thing is that almost every Xbox fan I talk to says they don't like Sony exclusives for those exact reasons. Yet they're hyped over Quantum Break. And I'm just confused by that. It's just like ultimate fanboyism, if you ask me. But the truth is, in my opinion, really, if you say you're interested in Quantum Break, but not The Order 1886, or not Uncharted, or not The Last of Us, or vice versa, if you say you like Uncharted, or you're interested in the Order 1886, blah, stumbling over my words there. If you're interested in those games, but then you say you're not interested in Quantum Break, then you're probably just a biased fanboy and just trying to pick games that are on your platform of choice, and trying to cater to those games and say those games are the best. Basically, these games look like they play the same. They're the same style of game, just with different stories and slightly different elements. So I don't know how you can say you're interested in one but not interested in the other. And I know people are going to comment on this and say things like, well, The Order 1886 looks so gray, and so the color palette is so lackluster, and Quantum Break is vibrant and has more colors. Well, to be honest, Quantum Break is a pretty dark looking game too. And as a rebuttal to that, the new trailer for The Order 1886 showed off quite a bit of colors in the levels and the designs and stuff like that of the game. So for anybody to just say that The Order is a gray game and it looks drab and depressing and all this stuff, that's called tone. It's the tone they're going for, and Quantum Break's not going for that tone. So I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there because I feel like people are gonna rip on me for it if I say they're basically the same type of game. I know the stories are different, the gameplay is different and all that stuff, but the overall presentation to me anyways, as a sort of linear action-adventure, third-person shooter, they're the same thing. If you like that type of game, then there's no reason why you should, not like one and like the other. So that's it for that. The next thing I want to talk about is the indies. The same thing as what I was just talking about. At first, all the Xbox fans said indies were garbage, they're no good, they don't count as games, they were saying they don't even count as games. But now Xbox One is getting their share of these indie games, and I'm seeing my Twitter feeds blowing up with all these people praising all these indie games and how great they look and how they can't wait to try them and stuff like this. They're just riding on this indie hype train all of a sudden. So you guys just got to make up your minds. You can't diss something just because you don't have it and then praise it once you get it. To me, that's called being a hypocrite. That's just favoring what you have and denying what others don't, what you don't have. So I don't know why you would, look at this kill feed right there. Bah, took up basically the whole team. Take this guy out too. And then I die. Anyways, but yeah, you don't like indie games before, you like indie games now that you have them. Make up your minds, you know what I mean? It's just, you're making yourself sound like idiots by, dissing something and then coming out later on and saying it's awesome. But anyways, that's something that's kind of pointless for this anyways. The last thing I want to talk about, which is what I consider the showstopper. And I mean, even though it's not a huge deal, it's not new news particularly, but what I considered the showstopper for Gamescom as far as today goes is the game share news presented by Sony. It's going to come in the next update, firmware update 2.0, due out this fall sometime. They didn't give an exact date. They talked about the YouTube app and stuff like that. That's nothing new. We knew that was coming. And the game share thing, we also knew was coming. This is something they talked about back when the PlayStation 4 was first announced. They talked about this feature, but now it's actually coming. And I think this is now going to become the best next-gen feature across the board. Hands down, this feature cannot be touched. As far as the next-gen features go, this is where it's at. Being able to invite your friends to your game, to play co-op, to play, you know, multiplayer competitively, or, you know, whatever. They don't have to download the game. They don't have to own the game. Any game, anybody in the world, as long as they have PlayStation Plus, this can happen. I think that is totally cool. This totally beats out anything the Xbox One can do. It totally beats out the family sharing plan they had before. This is a big one for Sony, and this is going to go a long way for the PlayStation Network and for the PlayStation 4. Also, the fact that, you know, Sony announced that the PlayStation 4 has sold over 10 million units to this point, and that's sold to customers, not sold to stores like the Microsoft numbers usually are. But I mean, that's huge. That is a massive accomplishment for them, and you know, that's over 10 million units in 9 months, and you know, that's like 40,000, almost 40,000 units a day that they're pushing out of PS4 consoles. That is crazy. And you know, I'm proud to be a part of this community. I'm proud to be a part of the PlayStation family, and you know, it's only gonna get stronger from here. And yeah, so that's my bit, guys. That's what I want to say about Gamescom 2014 so far. Depending on what happens tomorrow and through the rest of the week, I might make more videos about it, talking about it. If you guys have any comments to make, please leave a comment in the, you know, comment section down below. That's what it's there for. If you like the video, please like it. Please subscribe to my channel. Haven't uploaded lately. I have some videos. I've made some videos, but I'm kind of, you know, deciding when I should upload them or not. They're basically, I'm starting a new series based on The Last of Us. It's a bit of a parody series. It's all in good fun. I'm just a little nervous about it being offensive to some people, because there's a bit of crude humor and stuff like that in it. But I'll probably just upload them, and if you like them, you like them. If you don't, then oh well. But either ways, here it is, guys. My new personal record for most kills in a Call of Duty Ghost game. 83 kills. Got 6 captures. Hope you guys like the gameplay. I'm out. Bye, self. We'll see you later. Peace.